Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today I wanted to take and go over a little bit. I've been asked several times now to take and show off the dies on my little air texturing hammer for doing like flower petals and leaves and things like that. And so I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I came up with on this. I think you guys will enjoy it quite a bit. You know, it's a really simple way of taking and making these dies. You can make them any shape and size that you want. Your imagination will be the only limiting factor. But I'm going to show you how I made my texturing petal die here. I'm not going to show you how to make it, but I'm going to take it out of this contraption and take it over to the workbench and show you what they look like and talk a little bit of the process I went through to make them. Okay, so here we are. I've got the dies out, and I'm going to just show you how this actually works. So this here is the bottom die. Now, you can make these as I explained, as I am going to explain right now, not as I have explained. I have explained it to a few other people, but you can make these to whatever dimension you want. Now, in the plans, they call for a fairly narrow or fairly small die setup, but you can always weld larger chunks of steel, plate, or rounds, or whatever you want to the top of this, and, you know, just adjust the height accordingly. But here you can see that on this bottom die, I've basically have got grooves cut in it. Well, this is a mild steel die with hard surface weld. So I've taken some hard surfacing rod from a stick welder, and I have welded about a 1/4 inch pass. You know, I've taken one pass with the stick welder. I made sure I ground the edges down, beveled these pretty heavy at a 45-degree angle, and then backfilled that with hard surfacing rod. Now, what that has allowed me to do is hard surfacing rod hardens up in the air, so you don't have to heat treat it necessarily. It just hardens up to a good, probably 54 Rockwell, or that's what they say on the package. It will harden up to 54 Rockwell without having to do anything additional. So you can see how those grooves were cut there, hopefully. And now, the top, I did the same thing. This is just a mild steel rod, of square dimension. Again, same size, but instead of having instead of having this crown and then grinding in those little grooves there, I took and just hard surfaced it and then ground it to a radius. This is so this way I don't leave any galling. I don't want to leave any galling or back chop marks on the back side of the stuff I'm working. So when these two things go together, now it meets in the middle where it's supposed to. Just like so. So that way I can work it, in and out of the die, left, right, what have you, and it works out perfect. Let me get this a little more in focus. There we go. So now I can work the piece of material to be worked. I can work it left or right, and I can work it forward and back, and I don't have to worry about getting any galling from the top side. That's a benefit. So let's flip this around to the other end. Now, this end is just a air chisel shank. I drilled a hole into here about 1 inch deep, and then I inserted the this air chisel shank into that hole, and then just put a little bit of filler weld around it there. And while this was still hot, I have a complete chasing tool video series, a complete air chisel tool series videos in the playlist section. Go and check those out on the channel, where I have done a complete video series of about, there's got to be 25 different things that I've made for the air chisel itself, the air demo hammer thing. So go check out that playlist section. That should help you out in being able to find and decide on some tooling that you can use with these things. If you're interested in the plans for this air texturing hammer, I do sell them over at my website of blacksmithpdfs.com, and you can find out, you can get the plans on how to build the body and the framework and all that good stuff there. I did not go into detail on the dies because the dies are up to your imagination. You can do as many type, shapes, or styles of dies as you would like based upon the job or the texture you're trying to achieve. This texture here does a great job of putting in a fine texture on like my rose petals. So that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll leave a link to the original video right over here in the corner. And as always, God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.